Hi, my name is Faith Lamel, and I have with me.
Skylar Treppel.
Orlando Johnson.
Noah Schwartz.
And today we're going to have a debate about who is the greatest of all time basketball players.
You know
so
who
stay
it is.
tuned. So who do you have? Who's your favorite?
Me, all right, I'm going to start out with something a little bit different. It's always LeBron and MJ, but I'm going to take out a page out of guys like Magic Johnson, Allen Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal's book, who say Kobe Bryant must be included in the GOAT debate. And it is not even close for so many reasons. First of all, we talk about guys like Hakeem Olajuwon in the top 10. We talk about the legacy of Isaiah Thomas. Kobe became the youngest to win three championships ever. He had a three-peat, rebuilt the team, stayed around for the rebuild, becomes a better leader, becomes the player who wins beats the most 50-plus win teams in the playoffs ever. Only player then to win a championship without a top 75 NBA player. But what does he do? He wins 2 back-to-back. He's one of 12 players ever with multiple finals MVPs. Forget what he did when he was with Shaq as well. That's my first real point here because there's so much more I can get into, and I'll get into a little bit of it right now. 12-time all-defense, most assists and rebounds ever for a shooting guard. Because people try to say, oh, he's just a scorer. No, he's all around. And if that doesn't prove it, I really don't know
All right, Skylar,
what does.
let me just point this out. So you said he's the only player to ever win a championship without a top 75 player. Is that what you said?
You got it, yeah.
Yeah, what about the 2016 Cavs?
What
about the 2016 Cavs? Was Kyrie on the top 75? No. Was Kevin Love on the top 75? No. LeBron James, the GOAT. All
Winning
right?
back-to-back. I meant to say back-to-back.
The
2 championships.
The kid from Akron.
2 championships.
And the case is
which is
easy.
half the total.
And Orlando can back me up on this in a second.
And I will back you up on this.
Go ahead.
Look, when it comes to LeBron, he is the dynasty. So you can debate who
dynasty. LeBron has never had a dynasty.
He always has to have a sidekick. Let's not.
Everybody has to have a sidekick.
No, LeBron can't do it by himself.
How?
When did Michael Jordan ever do it by himself?
Top 75 to make threes.
So hold on. The case is clear for LeBron. Let me just read this out because I have these notes here.
What?
All right.
Get to him.
LeBron is the greatest player of all time because, very simply, he does more things at an elite level on a basketball floor than anybody else has ever played this game.
Dribbling, free throw shooting.
Dribbling.
I don't know.
Level A. Passing, great A. Scoring, going to be the greatest highest scorer of all time, A. Versatility, A. Health, A. Rebounding, A. Defense, A. Shot blocking, A. IQ, A. 6 all-defensive team. Should have won an all-defense, Defensive Player of the Year award in 2013. I'll get to that later. Longevity, A.
Where do you back
Winning, A. Leadership, A. Sacrifice, A. And clutchness, A.
Kobe.
He does more things at that elite level than anybody else has ever done, and that's why he's the best, because guess what? There's all these different categories on the basketball court that you've got to be great at if you want to be an elite player, and he does them all at an elite level.
MJ and Kobe were much more skilled at so many things than LeBron is. LeBron's a better passer. Sure, absolutely. But the thing is...
What else besides shooting?
Yes.
Give me 5 examples right now.
Okay, free throw, footwork, hard work, skill.
Hard work?
Yeah.
How do we judge that?
Kobe is the hardest worker of all time.
This guy was in the NBA. He knows what hard work is. Please judge that.
Please.
Go ahead, Orlando. Take the floor. Go ahead.
Bron, how can you sit there and say the guy who's been #1 since he was 16 years old, the top dog out of everybody?
Because he admitted Kobe taught him how to work hard. In 2008 at the Olympics.
No.
Since he was 16.
When they were working out 3 hours earlier.
He wasn't 16 in 2008.
LeBron's always said he looked up to Kobe.
That's fine.
Cool.
You can look up to Kobe, but he's past Kobe. It's not even.
It's not even a debate.
It's really not.
It is a debate.
No, you like to make it a debate because when was Kobe didn't become the best player on his team until Shaq left? You never had a question who was the best on LeBron's team.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question.
I have something to bring up.
So you guys are mentioning greatness and the things that they've accomplished. So do you feel that as a superstar, for them to be in the greatest of all time, for them to be the GOAT, do you feel that they have to have championships? And is that a key thing about your greatness to determine your greatness?
You got to have a lot of other things besides championships. It's not, 6-0 in the finals. 5 titles. That's all it means. There's so many more things besides that encompass greatness.
Absolutely.
I mean, you mentioned hard work. What the hell does hard work mean on a basketball court?
Everybody's a hard
worker.
If you make it to the NBA, you're a hard worker.
But why do all the players say Kobe is the hardest worker then? Why in 2008 did everyone say on that Olympic squad that he taught them how to work hard when he had the bike workouts in the middle of the night, when he showed up at 3 in the morning? And
he never complains on the court.
And the other thing is about
I got an example for y'all about Kobe. So,
go ahead.
One day I'm running to the gym at 6 a.m. I went to Loyola Marymount before I went to Santa Barbara. I'm jogging to the gym. I see a blue Range Rover.
Yep.
At the gym as I pull up, walking out the gym, Kobe Bryant. I'm looking. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, what time did he get here? Because I'm usually always one of the earliest, the hardest worker on the team, who's gonna put the work. I mean, you know, you guys know this about me. But when it came to him, I was like, man, this guy, he really gets it in. So everybody works hard.
Yeah.
What's going to separate you, like, to put you in a level of
you should
the
Google
most
hardest
elite
working NBA player of all time.
Okay, so speaking of hard work and everything,
he comes up.
We've mentioned offense, but you guys have yet like defense.
Kobe Bryant, 12-time all defensive.
You can be great
so hold on one second. Can I just make the point?
Because
I said this before. LeBron should have had the 2013 Defensive Player of the Year, and here's why.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He came in second, but Marc Gasol won the award that year.
He
you know what all-defensive team Marc Gasol landed on? All-defensive second team. LeBron should have won the Defensive Player of the Year award that year because he was on all-defensive first team and came in second. So the voting process that year made absolutely no sense. Completely ridiculous how the votes landed that way. So LeBron, he should really be in the category with Giannis and Michael as the two other players who had, hold on, as the two other players whoever ever won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. They're the only two who have ever done that. LeBron should be the third.
To be fair, when a lot of people bring Giannis into the GOAT category, in my opinion. Oh,
nobody does that. I was
in my
making
opinion,
the point about
I feel like you have to have years, and like a lot of people, you have new up and coming athletes, but if you're not getting this time period and like dominating throughout when you're here, like he's new, like he's a great player.
Yeah.
But to be in the GOAT category, I feel like it's way too soon.
I'm not making that argument. I'm just making an argument about that.
I just want to say regarding defense, when it comes to Kobe Bryant, most all defensive selections of all time is Tim Duncan with 13. Second most, Kevin Garnett tied with Kobe Bryant at 12 all defensive selections.
Skylar, you're talking to us like we don't think Kobe is great. Kobe is amazing.
Yeah.
Kobe is absolutely, without a doubt, top 5.
Yes.
LeBron is also great.
But 3 of his 5 championships, he was not Finals MVP, and he wasn't even the best player on the team. LeBron has never spent 1 second in his 20 years in the league as not the best player on the team. Not 1 second. It's that simple.
Let's talk about best player on the team. So the 2001 playoffs, 2013 playoffs, LeBron, best of his career, 27 points per game, I believe 8 rebounds per game, and 7 assists. Kobe Bryant as the second best player. Actually, he's called selfish, but deferred to Shaq in the system. So that was a choice and showed his selflessness to win a championship. But he averaged in the 2001 playoffs when he was 22 years old, 29 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. That is unbelievably comparable, and to call him the second best, and because they were the greatest duo.
Who was the Finals MVP?
Shaquille O'Neal, who was Andre Iguodala was also a Finals MVP.
Okay, so I'm going to switch the question a little bit. Who's the greatest in the league right now?
MVP is a popularity contest. Who's the
best player in the league right now?
Right now. All around, not just offense, defense. Best player in the league right now.
If I had to go who's the best right now, just holding it down, it's hard to go against Giannis.
Yeah,
he's been dominant the last 3 years.
Okay.
But I mean, last year he got the MVP, Finals MVP, and he finally brought a chip back to Milwaukee in 50 years?
Defensive Player of the Year too.
He got it.
Guy's amazing.
So
absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah. It's really, when it comes to who's the top dog, I got to go with Giannis.
So you're saying Giannis over LeBron?
No. But we may come back to this argument in 10 years and say, Giannis is in the category.
No, but I'm saying right now, in the league. In the league.
Right now,
LeBron's probably still top 5. He's in my top 5 right now.
But in the league right now, you're saying Giannis.
He's in my top 5 right now.
No, not top 5 right now. Go ahead.
Right now, I'm going to agree with you guys for once on this, because honestly, we can all agree Kobe, LeBron, MJ were great. We love talking about them. It's fun. For right now, though, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely.
I just watched the movie Rise on Disney Plus about Giannis' story. It was unbelievable. It's got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. Wow, I'm lifting out movie stats in a basketball discussion. But anyways, though, it was incredible. And his story and how he was discovered in Greece and what he's overcome, and the fact that he couldn't even really score at the start. He had his coaches help him and mold him. And when he came to the NBA draft, he could have been deported from Greece. He could have lost his visa status just by trying to get drafted. Gets picked at number 13, comes into the NBA, and I got to shout out Kobe for giving him a ton of respect and going to visit him in the locker room in the last game of the season. Giannis also watched Kobe Bryant growing up, and that's another thing is how Kobe inspired players. But right now we're talking Giannis, and he's incredible defensively, how he's grown as a player, and I think that 50-point game in the finals might have been one of the best we'll ever see.
And speaking of defensively, you know, this is not like something I should brag about, but Giannis's first block
was on you?
Was against your boy.
Your boy. No, not your boy.
Man.
Okay.
Was that his first game?
Wait, so walk us through the play.
But he also got tip dunked on by your boy.
Okay, so walk us through the play. What's going through your mind?
You mean
set up?
I got him. Ah, yeah.
Wait,
we got
like
the real deal. We got the real deal.
Let's go back. You're on defense. He dunks on you. Let's go through play by play.
Who dunks on who?
No, I'm saying with like the play you said.
Oh,
when you blocked your shot, then you went back
I'm going
and
down court, and this was when Giannis was like 6'10", 180. Like,
wow.
Real skinny.
Like Chet Holmgren, like.
Yes.
Okay.
And then can you mention your team as well?
So I played with the Indiana Pacers at the time. He was with he's with the Bucks. I get downhill. I'm like, oh, I'm about to finish him. I go through, thinking I got to lay up. His long arms come out and give me that. I said, oh.
What's going through your mind?
Going through my mind was like, he shouldn't have got that, but he sure did. I was like, oof.
Okay.
Next time I got to come a little stronger.
Take us back to the play. So you said he blocked your shot, and then you got him back.
Then I came around in the fourth quarter, I came off a floppy screen. Didn't get the ball. One of my teammates shot the ball a little too early. So I said, you know what, let me go get this off the rim. Giannis is right there. 2 hands, hey. Get over here. Then I hit him with the shimmy shake like I was Shaq back in 2000.
Wow, man.
Did you guys have an exchange after the game, or was he like, slapped you on the butt, like, okay, respect?
Nah, he was a rookie, and he was still, learning English.
Did you think he was special? Did you know what was going to be?
Absolutely. I knew, like, he had a special talent, like his feel, and just, you talk about, like, relentless. Like, he just was always on the go. Like, even if he was missing shots, like, he was just kept going, and he just did not stop. Like, his motor, one of a kind. And then I was lucky enough to be in training camp with him back in 2016 and just be able to see the growth in his game. I was like, man, this guy he's going to be one of the greats. And,
that's unbelievable.
And fast forward today, he's literally right there.
I'm like a kid in a candy store here. And telling the story.
I
can
share
real life playing against Giannis. Amazing stuff.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. But speaking of LeBron, though.
Yeah.
Your Pacers lost to him twice.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Lost to him twice.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I got a chance, like I said, I got a chance to see him up close, got a chance to guard him.
How was that?
Man, being able to guard that guy at that time, LeBron probably was at least 280. Like, this dude was, he's already a freak of nature, but having to see him up close and, me being my first year in the league, 22, 23 at the time, and he's running at me, and I'm over there trying to, guard him. I'm letting him know I'm here, and he kind of looked at me like, all right, this guy he's ready to play. And I remember this one specific play, like he's attacking me, and I like strip it a little bit, and it goes out of bounds. He calls it, they take it out of bounds. Looks at Birdman, he's like, hey, watch out. I was like, I got him.
Okay.
Brian gets the ball. He's on the left wing. He backs me down. Boom, boom.
Puts in the post.
Spin moves on me. It just starts yelling. Boom! It just rips the rim. I said, "Oh my goodness!"
So he hit a Jason Terry on you?
What?
Wow!
Jason Jason Terry was at the game today.
Was he?
I saw him. Yes,
he was
I saw
at
him
the game.
and yesterday. Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay.
Fun fact, he coached my little sister in AAU.
That's
like 2
wow.
years ago. Yeah.
That's so cool. It's so cool like that. These guys who were and started here in these summer leagues come back and support their guys.
For sure.
Come back and see the new talent.
T-Mac was out here tonight.
I ran into Tracy McGrady earlier. Sasha Vujacic
on
the 2010 Lakers team that won the championship.
Yeah.
There's some legends in the building.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah. When you see all of them sitting together. I know that we were talking about who the greatest is right now. I'm curious who everyone here thinks will be the next great.
I was just, before that question. You played against a lot of great players. Who is the best player you think you played against? Or at that time? I know it's changed. They've gotten better, but.
I mean, the top two will always be LeBron and Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time I got a chance to be on the same court as Kobe in an NBA game.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
He remembered me from the year before.
Wow.
Coming to Santa Barbara, where I went to college, and my teacher calls me at the time, like I'm in another class. He's like, "You need to get down here right now. Kobe's about to speak," and I'm like, okay. I drop everything and I just
Right.
take my bike and ride to the class. Sit down. The teachers, like, Kobe and him are talking, and the students are in there, and he's like, we got a pretty good basketball player in here as well. And he's like, who? He's like, that guy right there, Orlando Johnson. And I was like, man, how you doing?
Right.
And
That's
he,
amazing.
he's talking back and forth, and my teacher, Coach Ferrer, he's like, he's gonna be in the NBA as well.
Wow.
And he was like, for real? And I said, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna be there. And he's like, and he'll play you right now. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like,
Oh,
he's like, is that right? I was like, we can get it on right now.
Wow.
So I couldn't back down from the great Mamba.
Y'all played best
And?
of 8.
And who won?
Best
Nah,
of
we didn't get a chance to play because I think he had to leave right after. But
Okay.
That's still
just to
pretty
know,
cool.
like, you know what I mean? I definitely sit my own right there with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Year goes by, I get drafted to the NBA, and then I get a chance to see him on the court.
Wow.
I'm warming up before the game. He looks down the other end. He says, Santa Barbara.
Wow.
I look down, and I'm like, oh, man, that's Kobe. I walk over to him, and I dap him up, and he says, welcome to the show.
Nice. So you mentioned playing against
That's
Kobe.
amazing.
Did you ever play against Steph?
I did get to play against Steph, and Steph.
He took ankles?
Oh, he didn't take my ankles.
Okay.
I mean, but he's definitely hit some tough shots on me. I'm telling you, I got stories for days with this guy. Steph comes off like a triple screen.
Okay.
This is when I was with Phoenix. And I'm chasing him around,
He don't ever stop running.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
He gets around, he gets to the corner. I'm talking about, I'm all over him. He can't see anything.
Wow.
He shoots the ball up, it hits the top of the backboard and drops straight
No
in.
But that's
way.
out. The top of the backboard is
Unbelievable.
out.
Not
Not
that
where
it
it
didn't
hit,
go
though.
over.
Oh, okay,
it
okay,
just
okay.
hit and then just dropped right in. We're running down the court. I'm like, yo, Steph, did you mean to make that? And he was
Right.
like,
Wow.
I couldn't even see the rim.
Yeah.
This is when I was like, yo, this guy is he's born to do this. Like, he's
Yeah.
special.
And what's crazy is he said recently we found out he couldn't even see. His
Oh,
he had to
yeah.
get contact.
Yeah.
So he was just
Yeah,
throwing it
that's
up
wild.
and it just went in.
Yeah. So
How
that
good was Kawhi? Another guy.
Kawhi? I've been knowing Kawhi since we were in college. So we played
Wow.
against each other.
Was he really
was
a
at-
fun guy?
Kawhi is a fun guy.
Okay.
That's
He doesn't like speak a lot on the court, but off the court, yeah, he'll
He's a
talk
fun
to you.
guy.
If
Yeah,
he-
absolutely.
If he likes you and he knows you, yeah, he'll talk to you. But Kawhi, the growth in his game has been something just tremendous. Like,
Yeah.
just seeing him every day putting in the work, and I think literally it's really about situations when you get in the NBA.
Right.
He went to the perfect situation
Yeah.
in San Antonio where they have one of the best shooting coaches down there, and he really was just worked on his craft. His first few years, he didn't have to be the man. He
Yeah.
had Tim Duncan,
Yeah.
Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, all these great vets to learn from. And by the time it was his turn to take the torch, he ran with it, man.
Okay, so I'm running out of time, so we're on our last question. So we're at the Summer League. So out of all the rookies so far, who do y'all think has the chance to be the greatest of all time?
None of these guys are going to be in LeBron's category.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Not even Paolo?
I like a lot of them. But if I had to pick one to be a great player,
Okay.
Paolo Banchero. The kid's
Okay.
amazing, just
He
in
is.
every way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Who you got, Skylar?
You know what? I actually think
Good check.
I'm gonna do a quick comparison in the sense that I remember when Kevin Durant was drafted,
Okay.
and people said, "Oh my God, he's too skinny.
Yeah.
He's not going to put on the weight.
Yeah.
He's not going to put it on." And that is what I see again with Chet Holmgren.
Okay,
very
that's a good
funny
one.
that he's also on the Oklahoma City Thunder, even though they were the Supersonics then. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's long, he's lengthy, he can do it all. First game, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 6 blocks.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just unbelievable. He's a really, really unique talent. So I think his ceiling might be the
Okay.
highest right now.
Nice.
And I think this might be the first time me and Skylar are actually going to agree on
There
something.
you go, man.
You know what? I like Chet a lot. I think he's probably my one, but right there under him, I'm going Jaden Ivey.
Not
he
even
could be
Jabari?
really
Nice.
fun.
Yeah,
Jabari?
he's really good.
He is cold. Ivy
Okay.
is so cold, and I'm like, Detroit got him one.
Just wait for him to go dunk on somebody early
Yeah.
in the season, and then you'll see how great he is.
Yeah.
No question about it.
Well, thank you again, guys, for tuning in. And again, my name is Faith Lamel, and this.
Skylar Treple, SBC out.
Orlando Johnson.
Noah Schwartz.
You guys have a good night.